Let's talk about making your mind like a wishing tree, that whatever you think about, you can manifest. And then how can that become about? How can that happen? We're going to summarize a little bit of these concepts taken from the Inner Engineering by Sadhguru. So the mind, he's stating that the mind can either be inert or active. So when your mind is inert, that means you're just simple-minded, you don't think a lot. And sometimes that's closer to an animal where there's not a lot of chaos and complexity, because really there's nothing to think about. You're just going with the flow. And for someone who has a very active mind, a lot of thinking happens. And when that is occurring, this person, if the thinking is very active, if the energy of the mind is very active, unless it is organized in a very good way, the thinking can be scattered. It can go to the negative thinking, it can go to the positive thinking. There's not really a very good direction. So he is teaching that the moment you pump some energy into the mind, it becomes very active, and then initially can become very scattered unless that person has this maturity that he has organized his mind. He has organized the energy of his mind. So once you have organized the mind, the scatteredness disappears. It becomes very spiritual, and it becomes a place where the mind is less diffused, and it starts operating and oscillating in such a fashion that one day it becomes so improved that it starts to get concentrated. Okay, so concentrated means it is now pointing to one direction, a very definite direction. And when our mind gets to that point of one direction, like a very concentrated direction, this becomes what you call a well-established mind. Okay, and then it becomes a wishing tree. A well-established mind becomes a wishing tree because theoretically, when you have a very well-established mind, okay, I'm gonna say, all of your thoughts gets organized, all of your emotions will follow to get organized. And then when your thoughts and emotions are organized, your body, your energy get organized. They all get channeled in one direction. The mind, the thoughts, the emotions, the body, the energy gets channeled into one direction, and that becomes a very powerful shift to become this ability to create whatever you think about. So a mind can become a wishing tree if you have a very organized mind that is pointed and concentrated into that direction of that which you want to create or have or do or be. Because with that organization and focus and concentration, your emotions, your feelings, your body, your energy starts focusing on that, and then you can create whatever you want.